Wow. February marks 3 years on this beautiful island called Isle de Maurice, or in English, Mauritius. I mean, this island has totally changed my life in ways that I probably cannot even put into words. Mauritius has just up-leveled me in such a way, has changed my life, has changed my family, has changed even the way I view myself, the way I view business, the way I view travel, the way I view everything in life. And so this is my goodbye video to Mauritius. And you're probably thinking, well, will you return to Mauritius? I would say absolutely yes. But then you're probably like, well, why are you leaving and what do you plan to do next? Well, I am in a season, my entire family is in a season of something to the Hebrew called paratz, which is the Hebrew word for expansion. And this comes from the root Psalm 16. Expand your tent, expand your house, you have a goodly inheritance. And it actually represents to the Hebrew mind your inheritance going north, west, south, and east, essentially for the children of Jacob, saying, your inheritance will be as far as the eye can see, as far as you can go north, west, east, south. That is what I'm giving to you. And so that's the season we're in. But if you want to know where exactly we're going, you're going to have to subscribe to members only. But this is my goodbye video to Mauritius because I was just thinking this morning out in my garden, my beautiful garden that is now growing some tomatoes. I was just thinking about how beautiful this journey has been and where exactly we were in our lives when we came here in 2024 and started just looking at Mauritius 2023. Like, wow, we had been in Tanzania, we had been in East Africa, but we were looking for a couple of things. We had set our value space as our family for our businesses, everything like that. And a few things that we value are visa free access for Americans, anti corruption, and then ease to get temporary and permanent residency. Mauritius hits all three of those check boxes absolutely perfectly because it is the number one for doing business on the continent of Africa. It is the number one, number two financial hub in Africa. Mauritius and Seychelles are like neck and neck for that category. And so I was just thinking, like, man, this has been an incredible journey. I remember being on the airplane. We left from Nairobi, Kenya, and I saw Nairobi and I was like, okay, this is great, great little layover. And we got on the plane to come to Mauritius. It's about 4 hours from Nairobi, Kenya to Mauritius. And the first thing that I saw upon landing, because we landed in the morning, or sorry, in the afternoon, but still daytime when the sun is out. And so you could look over and you could see like where the ocean meets the land. You see the mountains because you're doing this curve when you land in Mauritius, where like the pilot is doing like this curve to center properly and get on this remote island, right? This is literally a remote island that we landed on. And it was just so beautiful. And I just remember thinking, like, wow, I'm about to live in this place. I'm about to vacation here. I'm about to land here and see what it's like. And it has exceeded our wildest dreams. And at this time, I was working in my private marketing firm with tax relief clients, with finance clients. I've been in finance for years and real estate as well, but mostly focusing on finance most recently since I've been here with my international clients. And I had a couple of those clients, and I also was doing some speaking engagements. And I've just thought over the past few years, like everything has changed. So much has changed and expanded. Like I truly can't put it into words, and I'm a writer. So for me to have no words is very much rare. Okay. It's so rare for me to not know how to describe something. My fifth child, because I have six children. We have six children now. My fifth child was a baby back then, and I remember like going to the zoos, going to the botanical garden, meeting all the different types of people, and something that we did not listen to. And let this be your lesson. Like, do not listen to people 100%. Do not listen to humanity, okay? Do not listen to humanity because people will stop you from going on the journey that you are supposed to be on. There was so much like, oh, don't go to Mauritius. Oh my God, it's racist there. Oh my gosh, it's too expensive. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And we just ignored it, like how we always do. We are very much focused, narrow minded as it relates to the path the Most High has prescribed for us. We're very clear on the paths that He brings us, and it's not very confusing at all. It's very much He shows us, we do it at the end. It's very simple, just obedience, simple, go in faith, go in trust, do what you need to do. And so that's what we did. And for the first year we were here, we didn't tell you guys where we were. We did not tell you where we were for the first year. We wanted to intake the island for ourselves without being when we go out. And it's not a bad thing. You know, shout out to the people when we go places, they know who we are. That's fabulous. All praises to the Most High. But there's also a level of we just wanted to be private and we just wanted to just be us and be our family and just go and enjoy it for ourselves and see what it's like and understand the demographics and understand the land and understand where we were going, where we were traveling. And so that first year was just like blissful of not telling anyone. And it's also been blissful to see so many retirees. I mean, the way that the state of the diaspora has grown, the way that the mature adult intensive has grown, the way we go out, and whenever we go out, we will see an American couple, an elderly couple, a middle-aged couple, younger couples that are having children out here. Like, it's Mauritius has truly become that secret African destination for serious diaspora because you have to have your stuff together when you come here, right? And it's for people who are at that more mature mindset, people who are family oriented. This is not the place where you just get over on everybody and everybody gets over on you. Like, this is not that vibe. This is not the super popular vibe either. This is like the chill destination, which is what I love about it so much. Mauritius has been so incredibly peaceful, so incredibly everything, like the white sands beaches, the way we would see our children going on the boats, reacting to seeing like this little city that is like down south on a different part of the island that's like in an enclave near like this thing that almost looks like a mountain cave. Like, it's just wild. Like, I would go to Super U Grand Bay here and I would look at the book section and I would love to purchase books that were written by Mauritians from Mauritius, read them to our children. We added that to our homeschool curriculum, added a bit of Creole to our curriculums, added all those things, and I would read those books with them and just learn so much about this area of the world, so much about the Mascarene Islands, about even the African people here, learning about how the African diaspora, you also see a lot of African diaspora here, like Ghanaians. I'm talking about true, like, Africans who have Ghanaian passports, Nigerian, Rwandan passports, Congolese, like even the African diaspora. That's why I say Mauritius is literally Africa's best kept secret. It totally is. It completely. And when I think of longevity on the continent, I think of Mauritius, Rwanda, and Ghana. It does not get better than these three when you're thinking of longevity. When you're thinking of popularity, maybe South Africa, Kenya. But when you're thinking longevity, where can I establish a base and plant roots and not have to leave and not have to go through all these hoops and not have to deal with all this craziness? It's Mauritius. We even had a viewer, he's in South Africa. He goes back and forth between South Africa and Mauritius, and he was having trouble with his South African retirement visa. He decided to come to Mauritius, got his 10-year retirement visa residence in a span of 30 to 60 days, flew back to South Africa. Now he can live between South Africa and Mauritius because that's the lifestyle that he wants to live. And this is, I'm just so honored that we have been able to show this side of Africa, to show the African islands, because a lot of people, our taxi driver was telling us, she's like, hey, everybody, there's so many Americans that I see here that are my clients, and they all know you. They all know who you are. They all say that when they're looking at Mauritius, your videos came top of mind. You really exposed them to this side of Africa. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. The glory and the honor of Yah in creation, to where he has been able to just work through us as we surrender to him. He has been able to work through us and show his people something else outside of America, other than the Bahamas, other than Jamaica. Fine, those are great spots. Other than Trinidad and Tobago, other than, yeah, we know the Caribbean, we know Mexico, we know all that. That's cool. But what about out here on this side of the world? What about Mauritius? What about Seychelles? What about Madagascar? What's going on this side of the world? What's going on? Like, could I get a residence permit out there? Could I stay there for a couple of years and enjoy it? Yes, you absolutely can. And so if you're watching this channel and you're like, I want to come to Mauritius, it'll be the best decision you make in your entire life. It will level you up in a way that is so crazy, and I really can't describe it. It's something about this island. There's something about being on this remote island, raising a family here, running your remote business here, running whatever you're running here, doing everything that you need to here, getting your health care here. There's people that have had hip surgeries out here. There's people that are looking into getting better with their diabetes here. There's like so much here that most people just completely miss. And I've just been so honored to have this journey. So this is my goodbye note to Mauritius. This is my goodbye letter. Or rather, I should say, this is my see you later to Mauritius. Because if you are new to this channel, you may not be aware. let me introduce you to us. We are Journey with Us. And the word journey means to travel. Journey with us means that we actually travel the world, something that we thought when we left America in 2020 and have not been back, period. I have to say this in every video because it is a disclaimer. We do not go back and forth to America. Okay, we just don't. We don't do it. It's totally, completely unnecessary. And we teach others how to not have to go back, how to have their global finances in order, how to have their global consulting business in order, turn in their banking statements and get a temporary residence here, get a second residence here, get a third residence here, and travel the world. Okay, that's what we do on this channel. If you were unaware, that's who we are. All praises to the Most High in Yahushua's name and Yahushua's blood. Glory. But that's Journey with Us, and our journey continues. We were getting, especially our children, they're like, Mom, Dad, when are we going to get on a plane? When are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? Because we have exposed them to this lifestyle, and the Most High has really shown us our book of life in such a way. He'll show us our steps and show us, actually, I have your generations going here. I have your generations going here. I have your generations doing this. I have you doing this. And we have surrendered to that and been like, Father, you could take us wherever you please, and we will glorify your name. We don't care how successful or popular or how many views, like, we don't care. We will glorify Yah's name. We will glorify his name in creation so that the peoples of the earth can see that there is a mighty one that watches over Jacob. There is a mighty one that watches over his people, not only watches over them, but draws them out of the nations to bring them to a new territory, to bless them, to keep them, to increase them, to do his will. And that has been our testimony. I mean, our family has doubled since living in Ohio. And the way that the Midwest has changed, I think, is also just very sad, with Ohio having the biggest data centers, Indiana just completely, like, you see what's going on with Gary, Indiana. And then to see from obedience that this is the lifestyle that we live, and then to see our clients and those who are connected with us. I mean, it's to the point we have people that are like, hey, if you want to go to South Africa, we got you down here as well. And it's like, oh, thank you. That is so great. Thank you so much. But we're not doing South Africa. But we deeply appreciate it just to know that you could and have a place to go there if necessary, if you wanted to. But our expansion is in a different area. Leave a comment down below. I want you to guess the country. I want you to guess the country. I don't believe anybody's going to guess it. Okay, the same, nobody guessed Mauritius. I'm telling you, when we left Tanzania, y'all thought we were in Rwanda, which was a good guess. Rwanda is an excellent country that I can definitely see myself purchasing land in. Definitely, Rwanda is a great guess, but no, not right now. I could see myself in Cape Verde. I'm seeing the development in Cape Verde because I have a thing for islands now. I'm an island girl. I was talking to one of my good friends out here, and she's from the islands. And I'm just like, I was born in Florida. Like, I'm truly an island girl, okay? Even though I was born in the Midwest, fully African American, fully, like, generations been in America, okay? From the Underground Railroad going all the way up to the Midwest to Ohio, to the point where I'm like, look, I'm not staying in Ohio for the rest of my life. I'll tell you that. Not doing that. Okay. Ohio's great and all. That's cool and all. But if I could do it over, I would choose this life 5,000 million times again. And we are at such a beautiful threshold where we get to travel this year. Our children are older. We have like 2 teenagers now. Okay. We have 2 teenagers. Like, that sounds absolutely crazy. They're working in our businesses, they're creating content, they're doing things behind the scenes, and they are ready to expand, they're ready to travel, they're ready to have connections in different countries. So we are basically doing a travel year. Okay, we're doing a travel year, or at least I think we're doing a travel year. Sometimes we have plans and then y'all's like, actually, I'm gonna plant you right here. So we think we're doing a travel year. It's like a sabbatical vacation type of thing, workcation, because we have been planted in Mauritius so long. It has been about 3 years since we have hopped on a plane and traveled and experienced something new and gone to this area and gone to a museum or did stuff like that. And there's plenty to do on the island, but we are in our 30s, y'all. We are not 60. We are not 70. We are not 80. We are not retirement people, okay? We are still very, very young, so you won't see us sitting down for like another 20 years. Okay, you won't see us like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and never travel again. Like, you're just not gonna see that. We are nomads, truly. We have gotten premium digital nomad visas. We continue to collect those visas and residencies, and it's just been such a beautiful experience. So come along on the journey, subscribe, and if you're in Mauritius and you've been here and you found the channel, hey, shalom, shalom, shout out to you. Hi. come along, subscribe, hit the bell notification, see the journey, because like that's literally what the channel is. And just like even when I look at my business, how it has grown, I was talking to you about how I used to work with a lot of tax relief firms and things of that nature, doing our Black Educators Amplified container, now doing Undeniable, which is a higher level private advisory. And now the work that I do as a vendor for these corporations, it's just blown my mind. Like I just never would have thought that I would reach this level without being in the States. And it's really a testament to you don't have to be in America. I'm telling you, you don't have to be in America. That is truly what I believe to get these high level contracts for your business, to get these vendor paperworks signed for your business, to work with these top tier tech companies, because the contracts that we have just signed in the last about 30 to 45 days, I never would have thought I'd be doing this. I'll put it like that. I never would have thought. And it's also a testament to don't play little. Don't play little. Don't cap yourself. Don't let nobody let you play little. Don't let anybody cap you. Don't let anybody stop you. Do not start doubting yourself. Don't do any of that. Go exceedingly beyond, because that's what Yah says. He says, I'm going to give you exceedingly beyond what you can even comprehend. Like, just pause, like, beyond what I can comprehend, beyond what I could fathom and think in my brain is what you're setting me up with. And that has been this last 30, 60 days. This, like, oh, wow, this was okay. And a lot of times it's going to be a community that's not your people. I'll be honest with you. I was not raised around my people, so to speak. I was raised in a Jewish community. So that's not new to me. I've never been around my skin tone people that much in my life. And this is a testament. There's going to be times where you're going to go outside of your community. You're going to go outside of the norm. You're going to go outside of what you're used to, and you're going to receive the fullness of what another nation has to give you. You're going to receive the wealth of the nations, because the wealth of the sea is going to be turned on to you, and you're going to receive that, because I received it. And I'm going to continue receiving it and continue to increase in that global stature as the Most High desires to bring it to us, because that's his glory. That's what he's doing. That's what he did for Abraham. Abraham went out and went to Pharaoh's house and received the wealth of Pharaoh's house. And Pharaoh wasn't his people. Abraham's not an Egyptian, but yet he received, okay, Joseph as well, Daniel as well, Paul is what, like, you're going to be going out into territories, receiving international contracts, having clients that are maybe in a Dubai, maybe in a Israel, maybe in a Australia, maybe in a California. I've never stepped foot in California in a day in my life. I'll tell you that. Never been to Silicon Valley a day in my life. But these private contracts that come through, like, your gift is going to make room for you in such a way, as it's written in Proverbs, to where it's just undeniable. That's why I called my one-to-one private consulting undeniable, because it's your portfolio, your creative expertise, the career experience you have is literally undeniable. If you would just go out and step out on faith and trust, step out on everything the Most High has for you, he will bless you in a way you cannot even fathom. And being that this is currently the life I'm living and the life we're living and the life our children are living, I will train them even on the contracts and show them, hey, this is what we're doing in the firm today. How do you see this? How do you think you could do this in the future? Giving them test projects and things of that nature. I just can't even imagine what 3 years from now looks like. I can't imagine what 10 years from now looks like. I really can't fathom it. I'm not even going to try to fathom it. I just surrender and say, Yah, have your will, because this life that we are living, as chaos happens in the world, as craziness continues to happen, I mean, the Most High, he's looking out for his chosen of every nation. I want to make that very clear. Every nation, he's looking out for his chosen. He's looking out for his people that are having the revival. He's looking out for his people that are coming to him in a transparent spirit, in a spirit of righteousness, in a spirit of due diligence. And it's just mind blowing. I mean, and you may not see us posting as much on this channel, to be honest, because we have had our increase in the business that's just to the point, like, kind of juggling, like, okay, am I showing up on YouTube today? Maybe not. You've probably already noticed that. I do not show up as much as I used to, because we have been quite busy in our firm. And I'm just like, glory, hallelujah. That's fabulous for us. That's fabulous for you all as well. But yeah, that has been Mauritius, Africa. That has been my island life. That's been my island journey, giving birth on the island. And the journey continues. Follow along, subscribe, hit the bell notification, resubscribe if you've been unsubscribed. Share this with all the folks, because life is beautiful, life is gorgeous. And today We're actually about to go bowling with our friends. So, shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, Mauritius. I love you forever, but this isn't truly goodbye. This is just see you later.